Okay, this is the fifth time I've tried to do this video. I keep getting interrupted. Anyway, it's only been a couple of days since my last video. Anyway, I wanted to show you a couple of little things that I got done up here. I did drill a couple of holes through that front engine mount, right through the post, and made up a couple of spool pieces to go in there in between the post and the mounts, so that when the two bolts and nuts are tightened up, then that whole affair is really solid. So I'm quite sure I'm not going to get any unwanted movement out of that engine mounting system that I've got in there. And I made up this little flange today to mount something that came in the mail. This is what I really wanted to show you. There we go. A nice little PWK carburetor. That's a 26 millimeter. It happens to be about 3/4 of an inch larger. Did I say 3/4? I meant 1/4 of an inch larger in the overall bore than the original Lawson product, because the ventry in those little ones is only 3/4 of an inch. I'll show you that other carburetor there before I sign off from this one. Anyway, got this nice little carb. I've used these on quite a few different bikes. I think the last one I put them on was a BSA Lightning, and that bike was noticeably faster with the 34 millimeter PWK carburetors on them. It just takes a little bit of time, like anything else, to get them tuned in to work well on the engine. And I'm expecting I'll have to do that on this machine when I get it together. But it's not terribly time consuming to get a single carburetor by a machine tuned in. Anyway, the adapter that I made up here to fasten to the engine, it's just about, what, 1.25 inches long, the whole thing, and the inlet port here in it is the same size as the carburetor, which is the same size as the intake opening on the engine itself. Now, I just wanted to show you the other carburetor. That's it right there. Like I say, it's quite a bit smaller inside than that PWK carburetor is, so the engine wouldn't be able to breathe as well through that. Plus, excuse the mess, I really got to clean up the bench, but I want to show you, if I can find it amidst all the junk. I don't even want to show you that bench top right now. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. That's the original intake for this engine. It would have mounted there like that, and had a sort of a side draft mount for the carburetor down below here. Side draft, up draft, and in. A lot of corners for the fuel air mixture to have to go around before it even gets to the engine. And then it would have to go through that smaller carburetor ventry, which would block off some of the breathing. Anyway, I'll show you that little new carburetor once more. They're really not a bad little piece of kit, and they're quite inexpensive, at least for now, until people start using them, and then the prices will go up probably. Anyway, that's what I'm going to fit to the bike, and that's the end of this video. So if you liked it, you can like and share if you want. And anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night.